What is up, everybody? Another episode of the How Strong series coming right up. And guys, I absolutely love the new Wonder Woman trailer, and they didn't really show Cheetah in the trailer, but I know she's going to be the villain in the movie, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to actually show off how strong is Cheetah from DC Comics, because, in a lot of forms of media, she hasn't really been portrayed the best, including shows like Justice League Unlimited. She was treated as some lesser side person that couldn't hold her own, and she wasn't necessarily portrayed in the powerhouse level. And even in some of the animated movies, she's treated as like a mini boss, like Wonder Woman would fight with like maybe medium effort, not necessarily high effort. But comics seem to disagree with this though, via writer intent. Not taking anything away from Nightwing, but animated movies like this are doing a very bad job at portraying how strong Cheetah actually is, having her struggle with characters like Nightwing. Not taking nothing against Nightwing, because I actually literally made a video about him, and he is superhuman, even though he's technically has no powers, but he shouldn't be on this level of superhumans, though, to fight freaking Cheetah. So don't let what the animated shows, cartoons, and things like that bend your perception of how strong Cheetah actually should be and is when it comes to writer intent in comics consistently. She is more or less consistently portrayed to be comparable to Wonder Woman in raw strength, speed, and everything, even in the comic books. But let's dive right into it, shall we? There was actually a Cheetah right before. Cheetah has traded mantles for quite a bit. There was a man that was Cheetah, but I'm just going to cover Minerva in this particular issue. There's also been Cheetahs before Minerva also. I'm covering Minerva because she's the most famous one. It is also worth noting that Cheetah is one of those characters that keep getting upgrades, so that could explain her low showings from time to time while people lowball her in the comic book community. But throughout the years, she continues to grow in power. This is her origin. Pause this if you like. You might want to pause this to understand it. In the old days, originally Cheetah was, or her crimes were motivated by greed. Cheetah has shown a ridiculous strength. Even back in the old days when she wasn't even in her prime self, she was able to stalemate Wonder Woman in raw strength. Look at this example. Tug of war. There was a time she was even able to overpower Wonder Woman, trade blows with her, slug it out, while Wonder Woman was fighting pretty hard. Gives you an idea of her power. She was mind controlled, by the way. There's been cases where she was able to outspeed Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has absurd combat speed feats, especially in the post-crisis days. I do believe this is before Wonder Woman got the speed of Hermes, though, but still ridiculous. Wonder Woman has always had good combat speed. And this is an example of when Cheetah got her first set of upgrades. You see right here. Wonder Woman states she's more savage, more powerful. In order to get this upgrade, she sold her soul to Neuron, one of the few upgrades Cheetah has gotten throughout the years. To go over this really briefly, there was actually a male Cheetah for a little while, but Minerva reclaimed her mantle again. Long story short, she killed him off panel, sacrificed his blood to the plant god, in which she reclaimed her mantle again. Now this is a cool thing. How about the time she actually rescued one of the speedsters who was in containment evidently, for the sole purpose of getting speed, since they formed like a little alliance, evidently. I guess she means give her speed as in train her, I guess. I don't think you can just lend Speed Force power to people or whatever. Even though his power is different, he actually moves through time, not necessarily moving fast, but slows things around him or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, what do you know? He can't because the abilities are time related. Another scan of her trying to convince him to teach her speed. Oh, what do you know? After all of this debating, he still decides to teach her speed. Should have known. There's got to be a reason why she's so fast. Let the training commence. As you can see, during the training, he actually reveals that she's psychologically limiting herself. Evidently, she has all the speed she needs, and it's mystical in nature. To overcome her self-limit, she had to defeat or kill the original Cheetah, Scylla, which she did off-screen. Then when they meet again, she actually showed off her level of speed by fighting a Flash-level character. They actually confirmed she's gotten faster. More proof of her breathtaking speed. Fight beings like the Flash. Goodness gracious. Cheetah, along with a lot of other Wonder Woman's foes, actually got an upgrade from Cersei, this magical entity right here. In this stage, she can actually switch from human to Cheetah at will. Some type of Hulk or She-Hulk type of transformation type thing. Art seems to be improving on this, by the way, but I think she looks really epic like this. So we're finally at the point where she maintains full intellect, not just half intellect, in her Cheetah form now. She's even so fast, it's been stated she's evidently almost as fast as the Flash. JLA log databanks on Cheetah. Pause the video if you would like to read all of this. So after all of that rundown in post-crisis, she is generally at her peak self, evidently. She doesn't have that many flashy feats, but when you go to her scaling and battle feats, when she's written correctly in Wonder Woman type stories, I only trust her in Wonder Woman type stories because those are the people that really intend for her to be a Wonder Woman type villain. So I feel like the writer intent, she's meant to be on the Wonder Woman level. And it's heavily emphasis on speed. I know cheetahs in real life aren't necessarily on this light speed level or fast enough to fight, dodge supersonic bullets and can outrun bullets, but of course, as a DC Comics, evidently she's an avatar of a plant god, so she's like on a totally different level. Obviously, she's like a cheetah, like in fiction. So like she's like not really scalable to cheetahs at all. I think that she's heavily emphasized on speed, even though cheetahs are like a poor example of speed when it comes to fiction. But in a way, it kind of fits, if you know what I'm saying. Bolt of lightning struck Flash, but Flash is way faster than lightning. You know what I mean? So I guess it's like that amplified. It's an analogy, some would say. One of the most impressive things about Cheetah is her battle feats with Wonder Woman. She's consistently able to give Wonder Woman a run for the money in battle throughout all the years, really. Evidently, there was this time she fought Wonder Woman. She was actually able to get the W on Wonder Woman. As you can see right here, one scan right here, throws Wonder Woman right here, hits her right here, jumps, dodges, stretches her, going toe to toe. The battle is a war, by the way. The tug of war through a tree. Wonder Woman states Cheetah has won, even though I don't see how she can't defend herself, but another time she faces Wonder Woman again to show consistency in their battles, not plot-induced stupidity. This is before she attained her full intellect, if I'm not mistaken. In another fight to the war, like seriously, what the living heck is going on? How can anybody underestimate Cheetah after this? She actually got in a full-blown fight with the Flash. Yeah, it's true, Flash won. She was still able to hang in there with the freaking Flash. The level of combat speed is absurd. Like really, the Flash is having a really hard time with her. Consistently though. This is probably Cheetah at the peak of her power. Fought Wonder Woman in this occasion. Gave her a war. Has like a little blur effect right here, blitz style. I love when writers draw that little blur. The level of speed to do this to Wonder Woman is absurd. My goodness. Greatness gracious. I will admit Cheetah doesn't have the most flashy feats. She only has battle feats, but based on the battle feats, I think she has pretty good, consistent writer intent lore. The writer's intent for her to be on a certain level of power, aka the Wonder Woman level of power and combat speed, even being able to fight characters like the Flash. For those that are ignorant of Wonder Woman, even though I don't think you should be, here's what Wonder Woman has done. Wonder Woman is the daughter of Zeus, which obviously means she's a ridiculous level of strength. Wonder Woman is one of those characters that was able to aid with Superman and Martian Manhunter of pulling the freaking Earth, one of the characters to help pull the moon. Yet Cheetah is able to blitz Wonder Woman on several occasions before her final state, weaker states, and got multiple upgrades since then. Even in her most up-to-date state, she's able to pretty much stalemate Wonder Woman and in her prime, really. Same post-crisis Wonder Woman that can move planets and things like that. But guys, that is just about do it. I hope this gave you some light about how strong Cheetah is or how fast Cheetah is. Cheetah is absurdly fast, comparable to other, somewhat would say, kind of speedsters, or some would say some of the fastest beings. Definitely in combat. If not for travel speed, it would definitely be in combat speed. She has been shown to fight Wonder Woman in speed and blitz her, and Wonder Woman has, I don't know how many light speed feats. When I do a Wonder Woman feat run in the future, you'll pretty much get a full analysis on how fast post-crisis Wonder Woman is, which is why this is absurd. Cheetah's able to keep up with her. Not only that, Wonder Woman is the same being that can move moons, move the planet, one of the people that can help move the Earth consistently. She even has occasions of matching Superman in combat speed and even fighting Superman in physical strength. Like, what? And Cheetah's able to fight her. These media people, or how she's portrayed in media, should be ashamed of themselves. She is even able to fight speedster characters like Zoom, Barry Allen, Flash, and etc. Hunter Zolomon. Cheetah is not to be messed with. Hopefully the movie portrays her really well. I think it will. But what do you guys think? Did you know Barbara Minerva Cheetah was this powerful? Did you know she was this strong? Did you know she was this fast? Did this enlighten you? Make sure you post all in the comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you want to see from Cheetah in the new movie? Do you want to see her get killed off, or do you want to see her return later on in the DCEU? I want to see her return. Between you and me, Cheetah is one of the coolest looking characters on freaking Injustice too. I thought they did a really good job on her design, and her dialogue in there was good. And they did a pretty decent job in portraying her to be pretty strong. In the game, she was even able to fight Kryptonians and fight Wonder Woman, of course, in the game. But it's still kind of someone made her seem like a jobber. But hopefully, this new movie will shed a new light on Cheetah, and she's debatably one of the most underrated characters of all time. I wouldn't necessarily say she's as underrated as Colossus or the Thing, but I would say she's in a runner-up of being on that level of underrated. Like, she's very, very freaking underrated considering all the, not many, considering that she fights big dog piles like Wonder Woman consistently. Writer intent want her to be that strong, and the writer intent want her to be that fast. What do you guys think? Post some comments down below. Let me know what you all think.